It's showtime!
Hey, and welcome to Show Me Some Television, this segment where I binge watch television thanks to Roger's Show Me service and then tell you all about it. Yeah, in this episode we are talking iZombie Season 2. Now, if you haven't seen iZombie Season 1, spoiler alert, there's probably going to be some spoilers. Your best bet would be to go check out iZombie Season 1 first before watching this, or even check out my review. Actually, you probably check out the review first, then watch it, then come back, watch this, then watch the second season, or something like that. It's up to you. I don't care. So what is Season 2? Well, Season 2 is, it's like almost 20 episodes long, 19 episodes or something like that. So it's longer than Season 1. Essentially picks up where Season 1 left off almost immediately. It has most of your returning characters and actors from Season 1 come back to play the same characters in Season 2, but there is slight change in roles. I can't give too much away, essentially. But there are some twists and turns to start the second season, to add a little bit of different flavor to the season, as it were. What I liked about Season 1, and I had mentioned, was the acting of the main character, the zombie, if you will. And see, this is the thing. Watch this. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So, in Season 2, there is a slight change well, it's not necessarily a change as it is, the same stuff still happens, but see, in Season 1, whenever our main character, Liv, whenever she essentially took on the personality from eating the brains, she was really into it. She, the actor she did a really bang up job. In Season 2, she seems almost to be almost like, she feel, I don't know, obviously this is just an opinion, it may not be, the truth, if you will, but I got the impression that she wasn't putting all of herself into the role, and she was kind of almost just phoning it in, like she had felt, oh right, we've been renewed, I'm getting my second season and go with it. She didn't really have as much fun, didn't put as much into each of these personalities. To add to that, it wasn't really written in to use them as much. Still there's brain eating, but the use of, in the first season there were tons and tons of episodes where that whole episode was concentrating and revolved around eating the brain and that personality. And yes, there are a couple of those in Season 2, but was a ton of them in Season 1, and there's dramatically fewer in Season 2. At least that's the impression I got. And when they are there, when they're revolving around the brain, it didn't seem to be to have as many scenes where that brain's personality really did anything. And to add to that, a lot of times, even though you're eating the brain, they should have been a lot of more personalities or stuff. There should have been more revolving around that in Season 2, but there wasn't as much as I had come to expect from Season 1. Like, I'm not saying it isn't there, but it's not. It didn't seem as pronounced as it was in Season 1. Season 2 seemed to be more about telling the bigger story arc, The the zombie, what would you call it? The outbreak, I guess, and dealing with that, and the Max Rager whole thing going on with the energy drinks and that company, and oddly enough, you would think with a company that's got this energy drink that creates zombies, and there's all this energy drink out there, that you would think that there was more cases of these zombies coming about, but it doesn't seem like there was a lot of spontaneous zombieism. Most of it seems to have propagated out from the initial, first season, first episode event, and then gone out from there. So I would have thought there would have been more in terms of dealing with, say, like the news and politicians and all that kind of stuff, but they tended to keep the main characters and such slightly condensed. Now, there also is that continuing case, what do you want to call it? Blah, 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 blah. Investigation and prosecution type. Well, I guess it wasn't being prosecuted yet. But investigation into the crime, crimes being involved here, that started off in season 1, but it takes a very, very big turn in season 2, and essentially kind of fizzles out. But yeah, it's still got that solving homicides. It's just not as pronounced as season 1. In season 1, it was all about finding out about these homicides. Homicide. Solve the case. Almost every single episode, except for some of the episodes which spanned more than one, the stories span more than one episode. But in season 2, it, like I said, it's not about this solve a murder. It's more of this. It's more about the overlying main story, the arc that's going across the entire season, and all the different branches of this story that are being told from different characters and their side stories, because there's many different side stories going on that are continued from season 1 right into season 2, and progress off until you come to essentially the end and the last episode, which has I would say a season ending, but not really a series ending. But at the same time, the series could have wrapped up with what was there. It wouldn't have been a great series ending, but it would have at least tied most of the loose ends up. But I do believe there is a season 3 coming, so as much as I don't... It's funny. Season 2 was what I was hoping would be in season 1, but season 2 wasn't what was season 1, so it wasn't what I was expecting. So I'm not sure if I prefer season 1 over season 2 or season 2 over season 1, because, I don't know. It's a little weird. There was a lot going on in season 2, and I think almost too much. I think there should have been some storylines wrapped up in season 1, instead of bringing them across all the way to the end of season 2, and then having all these other story arcs kind of try and resolve. Almost like they were thinking, we may not get a season 3. So they tried to push so much into the second season. I kind of wish they hadn't done that. I kind of wish they had just kept it a little bit simpler. But I'm curious to see what season 3 may bring about because of the resolution that is found in season 2. So, yeah, I don't know. Will season 3 live up to the rest of the seasons? It seems to be going slightly downhill, even though there's more of what I want. Go figure. If that makes any sense. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of enjoying iZombie. It's not, again, I didn't uberly love season 1. I'm not uberly loving season 2. I still find the idea and the way it's been presented to be kind of meh. But at the same time, it's okay. It's an okay watch. So I'm going to continue watching it if I can. So, yeah, season 3, I don't know if I'll still have Shomi when you come out. But, yeah, I'll hopefully be able to track you down so I can, complete. Because I am a completist. And then you'll probably have a season 4 and a season 5 and a season 6. And then I'll just be like, I don't know how I'm supposed to watch all this. But we'll figure it out. Anyways, let me know if you're watching iZombie at all and your thoughts. Again, no spoilers. Try and keep the spoilers out. I know I'm being vague, but I don't want to give too much away because part of television is, each individual story as well as the big picture. And if I give too much away, then you may not enjoy it as much. And I do want you to enjoy your television viewing. So, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Have a good one.